Hi everyone, my name is Mary Beth. Welcome to my channel. God, I feel like it's so close, my computer. So we're gonna do some life coaching. And so I was gonna pick from this bag and grab some questions to help you go within and ask your soul a question and then just start writing down, because that's us channeling, right? So when you start writing down all those juicy answers, that is the answer from your inner self, your soul, God, spirit, whatever you want to call it. So we're going to pick first, we're going to pick 2 questions, and then I'm going to go into something called the Wheel of Balance. Give it a shot. See if you like it. Okay, so here's the first question. Okay. So when you think of the lingo divine masculine and divine feminine, what does this mean to you? So really think about that. So you can write that down. You can pause anytime you want. And it's really just kind of a question to make you think. When you think of the lingo divine masculine and divine feminine, what does this really mean to you? Because, all of us on, YouTube, we all have our own, I guess, ideas, or we have our own definitions, or everybody kind of has their own translation, their own slant on what the lingo of the twin flame journey means to them. So what does it mean to you? So again, just pause me at any point and just write down what your soul says. What does it mean to be divine masculine and divine feminine? Or what does it mean for something to be divine masculine, divine feminine? It's just like what and what exactly does the soul need you to know about it right now? I'm not going to go any deeper than that, because again, it's not about how I see. This is how your soul sees it. All right. Hopefully you had paused me and you asked and you wrote down. I'm sorry, I forgot to mention you need a notebook and a pen. Should have said that. You need a piece of paper and you need a pen for this exercise. Sorry about that. Okay, so let's kind of come up with another question. All right, and with this one we have, what are some negative emotions that you've been feeling lately? Oh, that's interesting. What are some negative emotions that you've been feeling lately? So that's the first question. So when you pause me and you write down those answers, the next question to ask is, what are these negative emotions teaching you? So yeah, that's something that you have to ask yourself. And here's the thing, and I'm using the word negative. They're really nothing's negative or positive. It's how you view the emotions. They're really, everything's actually neutral. The law, if you look at the 12 laws of the universe, like nothing really has a positive or negative to it. It's just the observer is what puts the meaning onto it, right? So like this piece of paper, right? If you look at this piece of paper, it's very neutral. And then you read it, and then you yourself will put a meaning onto it. After you look at it, you're like, oh, this is something good. This is not something good. You yourself, but it really was just neutral the whole time. There's nothing good or bad on it. It's just what you think and how you view your own slant. Okay, so that's it for the 2. So hopefully you would, so go ahead and pause me if you haven't already, and go ahead and write down your answers. And maybe this will help you with your soul. But I also have another little exercise here. So this is something I learned. Where did I go? I actually got certified as a life coach. I did the whole 100 hours. So I got certified at the Southwest Institute of the Healing Arts down in Tempe way back when. I think it was 2009. And Gosh. Well, I think I have my certificate up there if you want to see it. There's my life coaching certificates up there, right? So anyway, this is where I got it. So anyway, so what I'm going to ask you to do is just take a piece of paper and draw a circle and split it into 8 sections, just like that. So you draw a cross and an X. That's all you do is draw a cross and an X, and then write down these. Go ahead and pause me and go ahead and write down these areas. Okay, so go ahead and write these areas down. And so the areas are family and friends, money, health, and it doesn't matter which box you put them in. It makes absolutely no difference. Just any box you want, any section you want. So it's family and friends, money, health, physical environment, fun and recreation, career and life purpose, spiritual alignment, and romance and intimacy. So again, one more time, family and friends, money, health, physical environment, fun and recreation, career / life purpose, spiritual alignment, and romance / intimacy. Okay, and then you're going to number it. You see how it's numbered here? And so you're going to number it 1 through 10, 1 being the lowest and 10 being the highest. So you could take a pencil or a crayon or a colored pencil. You could do different colors for each section of your life. So, what this is saying is, you may not be 100% in all areas of your life. Like some areas of your life, you may feel really strong. And then in some areas of your life, you may feel not so strong. It may feel a bit lacking. And so what we're doing here is we're just numbering from 1 to 10 each section on how you think you're doing at this time. And I think we'll just keep doing this every week just to see, if it's getting better. Because we're gonna give you some homework to try to help you get your numbers higher in each area of your life. And I remember we had a reading recently about low self-esteem. And so with low self-esteem, we were saying how you may have high self-esteem in some of these areas, and in some areas you may have low self-esteem. And so really working on these areas so that we're pretty much feeling at a 10 as best we can. And if you don't, that's fine too. And so they call this the wheel of balance because we're trying to be balanced in all areas of life as best we can. So let's start with family and friends. So if you could rate family and friends from 1 to 10, go ahead and do that now. You can please pause me at any time if you need time. And then I'm going to ask some questions to help you at the end of this. So family and friends from a scale of 1 to 10, or it could even be 0, a scale from 0 to 10, how would you rate family and friends, 10 being best, 0 being worst? How would you rate that as being where you want it to be? All right, and next we're going to do finance or money. So again, 0 to 10, go ahead and rate that from 0 to 10 on what you think is, 0 being worst, 10 being best. You can pause me at any time. And then health, do the same thing. Rate it from 0 to 10 on health and what you think if you're healthy or you have a healthy outlook on life, or however you want to define it. I kind of look at it as my own health. Okay, next one is physical environment. So how would you rate your physical environment? How would you rate your home? How would you rate I don't know, I can only think of home. Where you live. Okay, next one is fun and recreation. How would you rate your fun and recreation? Is your life super fun? Is your life super not fun? It doesn't even have to be about that. It could be about just recreation. And really, here's the thing. In other people's eyes, your life could look like it's no fun at all, but in your mind, you're quite pleased with it. People probably look at my life and say, "Where's the fun?" No, I'm like, but I'm just like, I have fun, just not the type of fun that you think is fun. I don't go to bars or go dancing and stuff like that. So just rate it the way, like it might be a 10 to you may never go out, right? Like you never, like you stay home every night and your fun and recreation could be a 10. And whatever you think it is. And then career/life purpose, how would you rate that from 0 to 10? Again, please feel free to pause me if you need more time. The next one is spiritual alignment. So how do you feel like when you're spiritually aligned with your soul, or spiritually aligned with God, or spiritually aligned with your guides, angels, whatever it is you want to rate it on? Maybe it has to do with religion. So whatever to you means spiritual. How would you rate it from 0 to 10? Okay, and then the next one is romance and intimacy. So again, you may not be in a relationship at all. You may be totally single, but you have such a great relationship with yourself that you may want to rate that a 10. Okay, if you don't see yourself as lacking and you're so happy being single, that to me is a 10. You don't have to be, this is not saying, oh, you must be in a relationship. You must. So intimacy could be with yourself. So, but if you feel like it's lacking in any sort of way, whether it be intimacy with yourself or romance with yourself, I know that sounds weird, but really what it means is having a relationship with yourself, being emotionally connected to yourself. Okay, if you think that's lacking, or if you think it's lacking with, a partner, then yes, go ahead and rate that 0 to 10. All right, so pause me if you need to. Otherwise, we're going to begin with some of the deep questions. So, I'm sorry, before we do the deep questions, go ahead and pick one. Pick the area of your life where you think is lacking the most. Okay, and you could do it again if you want for another area of your life, but we're going to just pick one. So, which one was scored the lowest, or one that you really want to work on? Doesn't matter. All right, so once you've picked an area of your life, then I'm just going to say blank because it's going to be the area. Blank is going to be the area that you picked. Okay, so what will more blank give you at this time? What would more of it give you? So go ahead and write that down and go ahead and pause me and, turn me back on. Turn the computer back on. Unpause when you have the answer. So what will more blank give you? Then the next one would be, when you're ready, the second question is, what would more blank look like? What would that look like? And as you're writing, you're actually channeling, and your soul is talking to you as you're writing, because you're really asking these deep questions. What would more of blank look like? Go ahead and pause me if you need to. Okay, and then the next question is, how would more blank make you feel? How would it make you feel? How would more of this balanced area of your life make you feel? Okay. All right, and then once you're ready to put me unmute, I was going to say unmuted, unpaused. Here's the next question. What do you want to do, if anything, from here? What do you want to do, if anything, from here? What do you want to do? What does your soul want? Because now we're getting in alignment with our soul. So what does your soul, or you, want to do, if anything, from here to help you become more balanced in this? Go ahead and pause me. All right. And the next question is, what would it take to make this happen? What would it take? What would it take to make this happen? Okay, go ahead and hit pause on this one and channel the answer. And then when you're done and when you're finished with that answer, the next question is, what's been stopping you? What's been stopping you? So go ahead and write that answer down. What has been stopping you? Okay. And then the next question is, are you willing to take a baby step towards your goal? Are you willing to take a baby step towards your goal? Are you willing? And so what we can do then is, as we do this every week, as we do these life coaching sessions, and if you want to do a personal one with me, I do offer this. Just email me at twinflamealchemisttarot@gmail.com if you're interested in a true life coaching session on something you want to talk about. But otherwise, we'll do these, which is really fun, every week. Okay, and then, are you willing to be held accountable? I mean, you can find someone that's going to hold you accountable. Could be your friend, could be a coworker, could be anyone. You could put a comment down at the bottom if you'd like, if you want to comment, and I can hold you accountable if you'd like. You can email me at twinflamealchemisttarot@gmail.com. You can email me your next baby step, and I will hold you accountable. Okay. So anyway, so that was the Wheel of Balance. So again, it's just writing this down, and you can do this with your friends, your family. It's really kind of a cool tool, and that way, and then you can just, and then we can do this again next week, and we can do it with another area of your life. And I have many different types of wheels, by the way. I have, well, you'll see. As the weeks go on, I'm going to introduce you to many types of wheels. Wheel of this, a wheel of that. But this particular one is the Wheel of Balance. So I hope you enjoyed that. And I guess, was there anything surprising? So you can ask yourself that. Was there anything that surprised you of what was balanced and what was not balanced? And then you could kind of answer that. Yeah, because sometimes you look at your wheel and you're like, oh, I had no idea that was lacking, or or I had no idea that my romance and intimacy is actually really good. I'm actually quite pleased with it. But yeah, we'll do this weekly and go over these questions for each area, because I'm sure there's usually more than one. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. Again, if you're interested in a life coaching session, just email me at twinflamealchemisttarot@gmail.com. There might be something on my Etsy shop too. I think so. But anyway, it's the same price if you want to just go through my Etsy shop. Thank you so much. And also, I'm offering 10-minute free readings for any new subscribers, because I also do tarot if you're interested. And just let me know. You can ask me one question. Just email me at twinflamealchemisttarot@gmail.com. Thank you so much, everyone. See you next time. Bye.